Hey everyone, it's Corey. So today I wanted to give a like a product focus on possibly what is the trendiest coveted thing on the market right now, and that is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Lolita. I just want to say this little blurb right now in case people start mentioning it down below, but so Lolita started off as a dusty rose color. That's what it was coined, like, in the product description, and that was what the color was since the Everlasting Love lipstick line was launched at Sephora to about November of 2014, I want to say. And then around holiday season, they changed the packaging and the formula, I want to say, they redid the entire liquid lipstick line. The packaging was a little bit different than this, and apparently when they changed the packaging, the color also changed around holiday season. Now this was like December 2014, so when people were ordering it, they got the new packaging and they expected like the color to be the same. However, it turned into a much browner version of Lolita, and this was coined as like the bad batch of Lolita. I thought that that color was like really, really, really pretty, and I probably would have wanted that one above any of the other ones, but when Sephora restocked Lolita in about, I want to say in like February, maybe, the color went back to the original Lolita, which was like that dusty rose color, and the packaging was the new packaging. But if you look at like swatches of like first Lolita, second Lolita, third Lolita, apparently the color between the first and the third one are still very similar, but there is a little bit of a difference. I don't know about all this foolishness. I have the third one. I've only had the third one, and I just wanted to focus on this one. So these liquid lipsticks have been like quite a thing recently. I don't really know why. I think it's more like matte lips have been more of a thing. And this is a very, like, easy apparatus to deliver, like, matte lips, because I think this is, like, a superior form to matte lips than any other, because these essentially go on like a lip gloss, you know, like it's like a flocked doe foot for the applicator, and they go on glossy, so they're a little bit more forgiving, like, over textural issues on the lips, but also they completely dry down after about a half an hour, and they give you that fully matte, like, indestructible look and finish. However, because of the fact that they were glossy at the start, like, they won't catch on, like, the dry patches of your lips and everything. I wouldn't call these moisturizing, but they're not drying, if you know what I mean. Right now, I just have on, like, a little bit of lip balm. I have on the Bite Agave Lip Mask in Smashed, and it's pretty much all sunk in, but I'm just gonna blot it because I find that if you apply these, like, liquid to matte lipsticks over, like, glossy lips or, like, kind of, like, more of, like, the emollient lip balms, they don't fully dry down, and then they get a little bit slippy. They still look pretty, but they're just not, like, the effect that you want from a liquid lipstick is not the same. So I'm just gonna blot with a tissue. And so this is it, completely bare-lipped, essentially. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this for you guys. I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit. It's a good idea, Corey. Okay, so this is one coat of it, and you can see, like, the color is still effective and all, but I find that the best way to, like, wear these is to let this fully dry and then apply a second coat. So I'm just gonna let this dry for, like, 20 seconds. Okay, so now it is fully dry, the first coat, and you can, like, feel when they're completely dry, pretty much, like, they go fully matte. And it really works best if you let it dry first before you apply a second layer, because if it doesn't dry, then you're just kind of smushing it all around, like, without really, like, laying down a first coat. So you're just kind of, like, glopping on more product without it drying, and it just doesn't really work all that well. So I'm just gonna apply a second coat, and I'll get back to you in a second. So this is it with two coats on. It's still a little bit wet right now, and I just want you to take note of the color that it is while it's wet, because when it dries down, it does go a teensy, weensy bit deeper. But the way I would describe this color, when it's dry, when it's wet, whatever, I think it's kind of like a mauve with a little bit of, like, an earthy red brown to it. This whole 90s Kylie Jenner thing, I hate even phrasing it like that, but it's a good, like, reference point for people because they know what I'm talking about. I find that this whole, like, 90s brown lip thing, like, she did not invent this. I just want to, like, establish this. She did not invent MAC Whirl lip liner, which I'm pretty sure is the color that she wears. It has always been a thing, but she kind of revolutionized the trend that's going on right now, so I'll give props to her for that, for having her do that or whatever. But I would consider this shade to be a little bit more even red than what that lip is. I feel like it's a little bit more brown and a little bit more cool toned. Like, this isn't warm at all, but I find that it's more neutral, and I find that like Stone lip liner and Whirl lip liner, they're more on kind of like the gray-y, dusty shades than this one. And regardless of all that, this is such a stunning color. Now, it's completely dry, and they feel very comfortable. Like, they actually don't feel like anything, and I'll give that little kiss test. Nothing. It's completely transfer resistant. I have eaten, like, greasy food with this. I have done nothing with this, and seriously, it stays on forever. I put it on at, like, 1 in the afternoon, gotten lunch, gotten coffee, gotten dinner, went to rehearsal, drove back home, half asleep, and I will look at my lips and they'll be completely fine. I will wash my face and just kind of forget about my lip color, and the lip color will completely stay on through, like, water or a shower. I've done that too, and I haven't like washed my lips, and it will completely stay on. The formula of these are incredible. They're like 18 or 19 bucks, I think, which is on the cheaper side, I would say, for like high end. Now, I don't think that a lot of people know this, but the Kat Von D brand is a division of the Sephora collection, like the Sephora in-house brand. So that's why the price point of them is a little bit lower, because like the Kat Von D line is essentially like a collaboration between Sephora and Kat Von D. So like the prices are sort of comparable between the in-house brand, like the Sephora collection, and the Kat Von D line. It's very hard to pick up, I know, like, you can only get it through the Sephora site or Sephora stores, and it's pretty much never restocked in stores, and it's always sold out. I got mine because I signed up for, like, the email alert when it, for when it's restocked, and I ordered it, like, 2 hours right after, and then by the next day it was sold out again. So I would highly recommend signing up for the email notification when it goes back in stock, because that I would have never found it any else way. So I think I've touched on pretty much everything you would like to know about Lolita. If you want to know anything else about it, just leave like your questions down below, and I'll definitely try to answer them to the best of my abilities. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want a tutorial like on this halo eye look, this like kind of 90s evocative look, loosely, then I'll be happy to record that for you. It's honestly so simple, but it's a really effective, like, beautiful look. I guess I'm all done with this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Leave anything down below. I'll leave some product info on this down below, and I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!